Topics podcast, guys. What's good, guys? On a Monday. Don't know what a clapping sounds is, but we gonna clap on. Okay.
We always got some kind of technical difficulty here, there, but we always power through because that's what we do.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
We're gonna get it.
That's what we do. Technical difficulties. I can't believe it. Can't hit nothing. I don't know what's going on. What's the problem? What's good though, guys? Welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast. We told you guys Monday's coming soon, and guess what? Mondays is here. I'm just saying. And today our topic is going to be about purpose. We just swinging on through on a Monday afternoon. We had a wipeout this weekend with the whole weather thing and everything like that. It just was out there bad, but we're here now, and we just want to
here. You survived.
We survived. We survived the cold. Didn't nobody get frostbite. We did lose a few lives like in other states. But Chicago, shout out to Chicago because they did good with helping the homeless and things like that. So, I mean, it's the Windy City. So, get used to it. I kind of want to move, though, to Florida or something. But, it's all good.
I had my experiences in the hot weather states because I stayed out of town. And I was in Tennessee, actually, for 7 years. And I loved it. When I came back home, it was horrible. I had to readjust to the cold. It was not an easy thing, but I wouldn't mind living somewhere where it's tropical 365 days of the year. I promise you.
Okay.
Not hot, but just good weather.
Yeah, because some people, they can't do it. They like they 4 seasons. Like it's some real Chicagoans that love they four season year. Mm-hmm. But I could pass on it. But guys, welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast on Monday, January 26th. Happy belated birthday to Carmisha.
And let me tell you, because I did not get a chance to get to reply to. let me tell y'all, I've never had so many birthday responses. Okay, let me tell you, hundreds of them. It was so much love felt. I really appreciate and thank you all for even just acknowledging my birthday. It was another. I'm a 39 because I just 39 feeling fine. Another 39 years. One more.
Woo, a youngin on the 39.
And listen, and I ain't messed up with it.
At least you don't look like it.
And I'm a wise 39.
Round that to the nearest 10.
I'm a wise 39. So I'm I ain't out here just running around like a chicken with my head cut off because there's so many immature grown people out here today. It's ridiculous. We so messy out here in this world, but I just thank God to let level heads prevail. You understand?
Okay. Okay. Shout out to Carmisha, 39th birthday. How was your birthday? Was it nice?
I mean, it was
kind of just chill.
Yeah, I didn't do too much. You know what? To be honest with you, when you have goals and plans, I kind of didn't plan on celebrating my birthday this year just because, just something that I didn't feel like it was necessary. Until I get to a certain plateau in my life, I want to be able to celebrate then because there's so many other things that I can be doing with my time. I'm here, so I'm grateful for that much, if nothing else.
Exactly, because some people don't make it to 39.
They don't. You don't even know. You here today, gone tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's the little things for me at this stage in my life. When I was younger, it was the thing to get up and do, and But it's like, if I ain't out here doing nothing big, want to go fly somewhere, be out the country, do something, it's all good.
Because that's actually what time it is. It's time to travel and get out the country. It's time to go on to these other states and stuff like that and travel the world. Coming soon, Real Life Topics gonna be going on tour too. So if you want to see us on your podcast or in the building with you, make sure you hit up Real Life Topics Podcast because tour is coming soon.
Yeah. We're gonna share, knowledge, share wisdom, bring love, light, hope, faith, all the things that Real Life Topics stand for. The object of it is to come here to, I guess, not even help other people and ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We as a collective, we don't really vibe with the principles. I was just talking about Kwanzaa. And why don't we celebrate Kwanzaa no more? Those things are what help us to become better people. We focus so much on the negative things. It's like we have to start implementing more positive, affirmations in your life. Collective being resourceful. That was another thing that we want to talk about today. Just being resourceful. Because a lot of people. Oh, my bad. a lot of people may not have certain resources, but there are so many things that they pray that we are ignorant to. There are many, you can't really complain about nothing today because there's more than enough funds and things out here for you with whatever you're trying to do. Whether it be your podcast or you're going to school or starting a business or something out there for everybody, but we have to come together and share those resources. That why is everybody gatekeeping? I don't understand that. I don't know. It's something in me that just won't keep that's gonna better us to ourselves. What was that?
Yeah. And then that's why we're here to lead by example with that, because like you said, all of us need to brushing up on just being affirmative about positivity. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but we have to start showing action with it. We definitely do. And then, like you say, the gatekeeping thing is ridiculous. It's like everybody in competition with one another, and you know, it takes a village, it takes a whole, and you know, that's how everybody is going to grow. But for some reason, everyone wants to gatekeep. But like you said, we want to talk about Kwanzaa. We also want to talk about purpose, because a lot of us don't have purpose. A lot of us don't focus in on purpose because, like I said, once again, key word, we might talk about it, but a lot of us don't begin about it. And so we wanted to dwell a little bit on purpose as well.
And just getting with people who vibe in your same way, you know what I mean? Because together, you know, we're better. We vibe more. We can make more happen, you know? I was looking at TikTok and it was this some lady on there. She always has resources, and I wound up looking up a couple of them. And I'm like, okay, well, this is a blessing that it is somebody out here who's really trying to share things out there. You can't complain. You can't complain if you're not putting no work into the things that you want in life. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I think we all need to just do more sharing. You know what they say, sharing is caring. I know we probably sound like broken workers when we say it. It's a whole part of the truth, because we need more of this. You know,
we need more of these conversations. We need shout out to everyone else that's doing their thing as well, because we ain't gatekeeping with that as either. Shout out to everybody that's doing that thing, but we definitely need more affirmation. We definitely need a purpose. We definitely, especially since we have the new generation coming up, and then the world is just going bananas. We got to be a sound man and level-headed with this.
Listen, but one of the principles of Kwanzaa is purpose.
You said one of the principles of
Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is purpose. Like, we're talking about these things because they go kind of hand in hand. You know, just as far as us as a people being able to make more community with each other, because we know there's going to be some people that may not agree and decide to stay in the matrix, per se, but we need to start vibing towards those. So I'm gonna tell y'all the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. You have unity, which is umoji. I'm a butcher the principle, so I'm gonna let you look up the actual Kwanzaa names because I don't want to mess them up. But then you have unity, self-determination, collective work, responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith.
And that's what the word Kwanzaa means?
No, those are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa.
The 7 principles of Kwanzaa.
So you know,
that's another topic as well. Purpose, principles, morals,
faith.
You know, those type of things. Kwanzaa has a big meaning to it. Definitely has a big meaning to it. And if you notice, we're not celebrating that anymore because we're not going by those 7 principles. We're not going by those 7 principles anymore. So we gotta that's and you can see it as the world is going right now. We're not going. That's why Kwanzaa is just forever just kind of fading away. Everybody didn't get so big on this Christmas thing and Santa Claus and Santa mean the devil and all type of stuff. We so programmed into that part that we didn't forget about Kwanzaa and the 7 principles.
And that's the only holiday that they have out there that does not consist of you having to spend no money. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing. It's simply just celebrating people and the purpose and sowing in seeds and faith and the good things that we should try to balance ourselves with, because nobody's perfect, you know? You don't have things about yourself that may be unsavory, but as long as you understand that and you're able to work towards those self-determination, you know what I mean? It's gonna be what it needs to be. We need to focus more towards those things. I mean, but it's Monday. I think this my first Monday we going live.
Yeah, this is your first Monday going live. I went live last Monday for a second. It was just, I just swung on by because I want everybody to get used to Mondays. It'll definitely be Monday afternoons. Don't even quote us on the time. Monday afternoon. You might got lunch right now, whatever time it is. It's either noon or 3:00 on Mondays. But every Monday and every Thursday, Real Life Topics Podcast will be going live so that we can talk about these topics. And then we also have exclusive interviews on Thursdays as well. And Monday, we want to today is the day that we're just making you guys aware that, hey, Monday afternoons, tune in every Monday afternoon. But we definitely want to dwell more on topics because Thursdays are more on our supporting one another level on Thursdays because we interview and we have people that's joining the meetings of the minds on Thursdays. But Mondays, we want to focus more on striving to for the greater good. We have to strive for the greater good. So Mondays, we kind of want to dwell on talking about, like now, our topics: Kwanzaa, purpose, morals, principles. Like Kwanzaa has the 7 principles, and it's not even being celebrated no more because ain't nobody going by the 7 principles.
Yeah, but you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually in order to create some kind of balance in your life to be able to move forward. Because there's a lot of people out here who struggle with certain things. We all struggle in some area in life. You know what I mean? But you have to be able to process that. You have to have, like Kwanzaa says, self-determination, and it'll work out just like it needs to be worked out. And like she said, we're going to continue to talk about these hard-hitting topics, things to put it on your mind, things for growth. You know what I'm saying? Growth and development.
Growth and development. Like you say, purpose, determination. Actually, purpose, that's one of the definitions of purpose, determination. So, a reason, intention, goal, objective, function, utilize. Like, come on, let's get with it. We got to have a purpose, guys. I just want to give everybody the definition of purpose. And purpose is the reason for which something is created, done, exists. The underlying intention, a goal, a aim. What are you aiming for? What do you wake up to do every single day?
My thing is, a lot of people.
Objective. An example includes the purpose of this meeting is to finalize a budget. And the purpose of fence is to keep animals out. So they giving you common examples to kind of compare what the word purpose means. But I think we all should have a purpose, a positive purpose at that, because some people do have purposes. Some people wake up every day just to do something that's not going to help them grow or can hinder them. So some of us kind of do have a purpose. I guess purpose don't always mean positivity, or does it?
I mean, it depends on what your purpose is. Because if your purpose is something negative, like if it's your purpose to get up and shoot people every day, that's the negative purpose. Your purpose in life is to make other people's life miserable. That's a bad, you know what I mean?
Right. That's a bad purpose. So right. I'm thinking that purpose should be a positive purpose.
Of course. If we're talking
about, it should be a positive purpose, because some people think that some people's purpose be in vain, and it's like that's not really a purpose. I don't know.
Well, there is no purpose. There is no purpose. If a person can't tell you their purpose, then it's not even really in vain because they just don't have one anyway. But a lot of people do make their main purpose money, and my question to that is, if money is your main focus, then what is the point of getting when you get the money? Because some people have generational wealth. Some people just want to stunt and flex. You're not even really here to help yourself along the way. So if you want $1 million today, baby, what would be your purpose? Because a lot of us always say we wish we had things, but then when we get them in our hands, we still let the opportunity slide through our fingertips. So what is your purpose in your money making? Me personally, not only do I want to have businesses, of course, it's about generational wealth for my children, my grandchildren, myself, to be able to live a comfortable lifestyle, because I don't want to do too much, I don't like what they say. I wouldn't mind being rich and not famous,
Right.
Because sometimes people people are tripped. Let's just keep it real. And at the end of the day, that comes with another aspect of people and things. So like I said, for me and my generational wealth would be one, I want to have a family compound. I would like to live in a community again, create, even if it's my own community with my family and my friends, because we can even do friends and family compounds. We don't have villages anymore. Like you used to be able to tell the next door neighbor to watch after your child and it will be okay. We don't have those safe spaces anymore. We don't dwell in like the Kwanzaa principles. We don't work together collectively, you know, it's kind of something that is missing from society, you know? It's like, it's just very individualistic, you know, to a certain extent of
people's selfishness is at all-time high. Selfishness is at all-time
It's a dog eat, but it's a dog eat dog world. You know what I mean? It's like they said, the crabs in the barrel. So many negative connotations to what it is, especially to live in America today. You know, it's like I don't know if people really are honest with themselves, but though America is a place that is painted to be like the American dream, and it's really a messed up place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really a messed up place, and I think it's probably like that in all parts of the world, but it's just up to you, like I said, to sow into yourself, sow into others, you know, invest in yourself, invest your time, your space and opportunities, and I guess just grow. Because a lot of the times you can talk the talk, but if you're not walking the walk, or people don't see
exactly.
If people don't see your progress, they ain't really caring about what you're talking about. At that point, you're just running your mouth. It's just a bunch of gibberish. But that's why when you have knowledge and wisdom, it matters if you can use it. You can be smart as hell, but then don't let it come from because you don't even know how to use your smartness or your greatness or your gifts to do better by yourself and other people. You know what I mean?
Self-preservation, because that is a big thing. Like you say, with no progress, you're not doing nothing but just talking. It's just a bunch of gibberish and you just talking. It's no action and nothing you talking about. It's just a lot of talking and no action.
And that's why also you have to go alone sometimes as well, because a lot of people not gonna see your vision and your dream the way that you see it. It was just this lady, because I was talking about, that's what made me kind of think about the family compound, because it's something that I've always wanted to do. You know, I don't know. I like the way that all the other cultures kind of live their lives as far as their family is concerned. It's very close knit. It's very, you know, it's strength. It's a legacy to be left behind. You know, it's somebody for your children and their children and things to be able to lean upon. But anyway, she says we had this dream to come out here and get this land and to live. She said we just hoping one day that somebody come, because we tried to do it with other people and it never worked out, because we found ourselves continuously waiting for things to be in a time for everyone when it was really never coming together. So if God or the universe puts things on your heart to do, you must do it. The way that the universe tells you to, everybody's not going to be able to go with you. Sometimes it's a wait. Sometimes you don't even see your blessing until you let certain people, places, and things go. You know what I mean? So
exactly. So that's food for thought today, guys. Real Life Topics podcast had to come through on a Monday. We're definitely going to have 1 hour, 45-minute segments, but we had to just come through today to let you guys know that we got to work on purpose and go start going by those 7 principles of Kwanzaa. What's up with Kwanzaa, y'all? What happened to Kwanzaa? Where is it? Why aren't we going by the 7 principles anymore? Why aren't we celebrating Kwanzaa anymore?
The only real holiday.
It gotta be a real holiday when it comes to having morals and the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. Come on now, what else? Because like you said, it don't consist of you spending no money. It consists of you growing and developing. Growing and developing when it comes to Kwanzaa. So we just got to get it together, and I'm talking to myself as well, because remember, Real Life Topics podcast ain't only just going live to talk. We're talking to ourselves as well. It's self-preservation. Self-preservation is definitely on deck for Real Life Topics podcast. So as we grow, we want to go by these 7 principles as well, and then be able to show the growth and development in ourselves. Because we all are not perfect, but we all just need to start focusing towards growth. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. We being programmed into lies, and now we so programmed into lies. It's like we so comfortable with it. We just used to it, and we just good with it, you know. So we just need to get it together, guys. The gatekeeping has to stop. The negativity has to stop. And I also feel like when you become a certain age, because everybody makes mistakes, but I also I'm going to put a age group genre on this as well. When you become a certain age, when you become a mom, dad, granddaddy, grandfather, it's like, you know, you kind of got a title. I feel like when you get that title as well, it's like certain things shouldn't occur. Certain things, everybody is immature, acting like teenagers. But
you know, I think that's just a stigma, because as you know, it's a lot of things that you are told in life when you are younger, so it becomes a part of your program. But as you get older, you start to learn certain things is not like what your parents or someone may have told you. So we believe that with age comes maturity, but that is not true at all. It is some very wise young people out here, and there's some very immature old people. I think it just depends on the person and like what they stand for, what they believe in, and things of that nature. Because like I said, expectations. One of the things that I learned, one of the epiphanies that I had when I was having a conversation with somebody that was a little bit wise as well, told me I cannot put my expectations upon other people, because when I do, you're gonna get your feelings hurt, because you can't expect somebody not something that you want them to do, because you gotta take people at face value and be grateful and thankful for the understanding that you have. So with that being said, girl, I don't expect nothing from people but what they show me.
Exactly. Expectations. Yeah. When you expect people to do certain things, your feelings will get hurt. Your feelings will get hurt. I'm trying to
rude awakening, though, just in general. Like, okay, well, no, we're not doing that. So you can be grown and a grown dummy.
I have that bad as well. I expect people to just do what I do, and that ain't the case. That ain't the case. So I definitely have been experiencing that within the last year or so. Having expectations and being let down.
So listen, but that's maturity in life, because most of the people that you come around that you're going to encounter that you may like are not going to be like you. So you may just have to come into their realm of understanding of the way they do things. Because as long as you're not hurting anybody, you know what I'm saying, or they're not hurting you, it's like, if you're not putting me in your mess, I'm not gonna get in your mess, but it's your mess, and I ain't got nothing to say about your mess, because my shit may be a little messy over here too before I can sit up and talk about somebody else. But that's just becoming mature, whatever it may be. I may dislike it and have the utmost, you understand what I'm saying? But as long as we cool, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed, because I understand that this is who you are and I respect you.
That's right. That's right. And that's another thing too. I always do. I'm like, hey, respect on what you got going on, but that doesn't mean I gotta be involved in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it should be respectful too. That's another thing too. People get so offended nowadays when you say certain things to them. And why can't we just respect one another's opinion and respect what one another got going on? It is what it is, and because we should all just go by that.
America has taught us a form of control. You know what I mean? It's like, if I don't like it, then I'm against it, and then I hate you.
Right.
That is not.
And what you doing is wrong, because I don't like what you doing, and exactly. I'm not feeling that. So it's really not a good thing what you got going on. Instead of respecting one another, because you have that same thing going on, and you want someone to respect what you got going on. So what makes you think what I got going on is different from what you got going on? Respect one another's space. Respect one another's opinions. We are like a drought on that for real too. It's so programmed. We're programmed into just being against one another and just not respecting what we got going on. Just respecting your opinion. Like I said, I hate to bring this up. Religion, that's a big thing, because people don't respect that. If you're a Muslim, you a Jehovah's Witness, if you a Christian, Baptist, apostolic, or whatever you got going on, don't nobody even want to respect that. Oh, well, I call him Jehovah, his name Jehovah, and his name this, and you respect one another. Your religion is your religion. Respect it and keep it moving.
Because people want to be pushy. It's like I said, a form of control. You want to push everything that is, and somebody have programmed you to saying that this is the way that things should be, and that's not true.
No,
that's not true. You know what I mean? You're gonna come across people from all walks of life. People choose to live their life this way. This is just a lot of the things that we do are what we're born into a program. That's why I said, as you get wiser, when you get older and you actually sit back and observe the world, sometimes you have to take a seat back and be able to reevaluate the things that you have been through, the things you have seen other people go through, life experiences. That's part of growth. That's why I said you're going to forever learn until the day you die. And that is where wisdom comes from, because you have knowledge. Everybody have knowledge, but wisdom comes from those kinds of understanding.
That is true. That is true. So on that note, Real Life Topics Podcast had to swing by on Mondays. We definitely going to stretch it more time, a good 45 minutes, but we had to come back because every Monday night we going live. Every Monday during the day we're going live. I'm sorry. Mondays and Thursdays Please don't miss out on Real Life Topics Podcast. Mondays is going to be deeply, deeply into topics, conversations. And we dwelled a little bit on purpose today. We dwelled a little bit on Kwanzaa and how we're not celebrating it anymore. And Kwanzaa is actually important because it's the 7 principles. Where's your principles at? Where are our morals at? We didn't threw away Kwanzaa and then put Christmas Day on top, and it ain't even Jesus' birthday.
Hold on, but do you even have? Because we believe in morals and integrity and value. Do other people? Some people say fuck a moral or value. I'm gonna get it how I live because this. You understand what I'm
saying? Well, we're gonna start going more towards Kwanzaa, and it's nothing better than having 7 principles. I'm just saying, it's just nothing better than having 7 principles. So on that note, make sure you guys tune in every Monday afternoon on Real Life Topics Podcast and every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time for those exclusive interviews. And remember, if you want that exclusive interview, you better hit up Real Life Topics Podcast. That event host, that feature vocalist, that voiceover artist, that model, because you know you need that model for your next video. Y'all dropping videos every day. You know you need that model. Hit up Real Life Topics Podcast. And remember, we was dwelling on Kwanzaa, and it's all about the 7 principles. Have you guys a purpose. Please have you guys a purpose. It's Real Life Topics Podcast. See you Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. It's your girl, Stephanie's God's Child, and Carmisha, the Sunflower Soul.